So this round, just doing a quick video to show you how I disassembled the front end just so that I could replace some rubber bushes. As you can see behind me, I've got that up on jacks and the wheel underneath so that I can have the wheel off. What I'm aiming for is to remove these. I'll show you that. I want to replace the rubbers in these, both sides. Alright, that's what I'm aiming for. As you can see, the wheel's off. I will only need two, so that come out, undo the shock and those two, and that whole thing just drops. It's the only thing that has to be undone to remove it. I have also just given myself a little bit extra play with the brake cables, so I will film this, the process, whether I speed it up just so it's not so boring. So I'll make that judgment call, but let's pull this apart now. So after a little bit of playing around, as you'll see, I ended up undoing this nut and driving that through to just about there, so that let's go this side. I can get part of that out, because as you can see where the ball joint is, it just needed another 5mm. But this was there in its way. So now that it's out, I'm going to take it to the shed and let's see what we can do about getting the rubbers out. Because of the material is ready. Let's solve it. harvested bit. That tells me that it's just going through, enough for it to lose some of its. Come back here. Let's do this one. Cutting a slot. I'll put a little curl on this just to give me something more to bite on. Alright, so these are pressed on and ready to go back in. I'm looking at putting the ball joint back in first. Then I'll use the trolley jack to lift the back up until I can line up the back and get it into the shock absorber. It's still got a little bit extra pressure on it. And get that back in too at the same time. So let's see how we go. It's all back together. Top end's done. Put everything in. And just bring it in a bit closer. New rubbers on that one. Well, you can see that. And yeah. So hopefully this helps you if you decide to have a go at it yourself. Alright, if you like this, don't forget to thumbs up, like and subscribe. So I'll just give you a little bit extra info just to help you out if you're thinking about doing this after watching the video. Yeah, I don't have the hoist and I don't have a press. So the two things that might make it a little bit easier for you. I've only got a manual little press as you saw. But yeah, it's only probably took me about 4 hours on one side and 4 hours on the other. I did them over 2 days, as you noticed. There's a little bit of footage from both sides. But you take your time, you'll get through it, not a problem. not that hard, and you get a chance to have a look at your CVs too and see the condition of your CVs. I popped them off a couple of years ago, but again, I got a chance to have a look at them, just assess how they're going. Here's the, just brought it up on my computer, and this is the Super Pro bushes that I bought for the lower control arm in the front. So they came with everything. They come with all the little bits and pieces you need to replace, and a little bit of grease to install them. So I was very happy with them. It has made a difference. Like, this video is about a week after they've been installed, and the little knocking noise that I was getting from those both rear on both sides that had started chopping out, giving me, it's gone. It's nice and firm on the road again. It sits beautifully. I will get a front end alignment done. It's just, even though I've marked them and put them back in roughly the same spot, I still would like to get a front end alignment done. So little things like that I will get done in the next week. But yeah, very happy to show you this video, and if you've got any queries, drop a comment down below and I'll respond to it. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.